I told my girlfriend her breast implants gross me out, and now things feel off. My girlfriend got silicone breast implants before we started dating. She's naturally petite, around 120 pounds. Recently, she started losing weight because she felt too fat, even though I constantly told her she wasn't. I believe people should do whatever they want with their bodies, so I didn't stop her. She's around 110 pounds now, and as she's lost weight, her implants have started to look and feel different. They've taken on a very round, rubbery look, and honestly, it kind of grosses me out. I don't know if she thinks it looks good or not, but I thought it was better to be honest than quietly resent it, so I told her. She responded by saying it didn't seem like I was grossed out by her boobs when it came to what I do with them. I said that wasn't the point. I told her they don't look as good as before, and that she should consider putting some weight back on, because overall, she's starting to look pretty emaciated. She didn't take that well. She told me she finds her current weight ideal, and that she wishes I would stop asking her to gain weight, so I dropped it. After that, I noticed her checking herself in the mirror several times, looking at her body, looking at her chest. I didn't say anything. So now I'm thinking, was I wrong for being honest about how her weight loss changed how I see her, or should I have kept my opinion to myself entirely? My grandma died, and I got blamed for how I reacted to my sister. My grandma passed away a little over a week ago. My sister, who is 19, was supposed to stay the night with her at the hospital. We were all there until around 9:30 p.m. She seemed fine. She was sitting up and talking. At 2:30 in the morning, a police officer knocked on our door to tell us she had died. She had a heart attack. In my culture, when someone dies, their home is opened so people can come pay their respects. My mom and aunt even posted my grandma's address and visiting times on social media. I need to explain something about my sister. She's the perfect one in our family, and that role means everything to her. She's very small, has great skin, bright blue eyes, and blonde curly hair. She literally looks like a Disney princess. No one else in our family looks like that. She's also a preschool teacher and works with kids outside of the classroom. She teaches all the little cousins. People constantly go to her for advice. She really makes a show out of being great with kids. During the open house, people my sister didn't even know kept coming up to her. They told her she was our grandma's favorite, that our grandma was so proud of her. Then someone asked how she was doing after seeing our grandma die. My sister launched into a long story. She talked about how it was the scariest moment of her life, how she knew Grandma was dying and tried calling us, but we all slept through it. How after Grandma passed, she had to call one of the parents from her preschool job to wake us up and get us to the hospital. She told that story at least 20 times over 2 nights. When she wasn't telling that story, she was showing off jewelry that she said Grandma gave her. Before Grandma died, she had insisted those pieces were just cheap fakes. She talked about her other job with kids, gave parenting advice, explained which public libraries were best for toddlers, showed pictures from a vacation her boss took her on. Everything somehow became about her. After the second night, I finally snapped. I told her she didn't need to turn this into a performance, that we understood she was close to Grandma, that she's perfect, successful, and everyone's favorite, but this wasn't about her, it was about our grandma. I got in trouble immediately. I was told she's traumatized, that she and Grandma had a special relationship. Now my sister is furious with me. My parents are pretending nothing happened, but they still want me to apologize. Ending question. Was I wrong for calling her out in that moment? Or was it unfair that my grandma's death became all about her? I stopped financially supporting my ex-wife's child, and now everyone says I abandoned my daughter. I was married to my ex-wife Amy for 4 years. We have an 18-month-old daughter together named Wynn. Amy also has a 6-year-old daughter, Ella, whose biological father is not involved. During our marriage, Amy was a stay-at-home mom. I handled almost all of the finances. The entire time, I treated Ella exactly the same as I treated Wynn. I provided for her, I bought her what she needed, I cared for her the way a parent should. Last year, we got divorced. Amy and I split custody of Wynn 50-50. I also pay for Wynn's insurance and send Amy monthly payments by choice, since I make more money and want my daughter to have a comfortable life. That's where the issue starts. After the divorce, I no longer wanted to financially support Ella. When I pick up Wynn, it's obvious that we go out and do fun things. The zoo, activities. She also gets new clothes and shoes regularly. Amy says it's unfair that I won't continue supporting Ella's lifestyle after 4 years of doing so. She says I've abandoned my daughter. I don't see it that way. Ella is not my child, and I feel she's no longer my responsibility. I understand that Amy can't afford to give Ella the same life we had during our marriage, but I don't understand why that should now be my responsibility. I talked to my mom about it. She thinks I'm a massive asshole. She says she sees Ella as her granddaughter just as much as Wynn, and that walking away from her is wrong. Now I'm stuck. If I'm actually in the wrong, I'll accept it and continue helping support Ella. So what do you think? Am I wrong for cutting off financial support for my ex-wife's child? Or is it reasonable to draw that line after the divorce? My husband wants us to raise his sister's baby. I told him absolutely not. I'm a 30-year-old man, married to my husband Michael, who is also 30. We met in college, moved a few years ago, and got married recently. Some background matters here. Michael grew up in the conservative Bible Belt. He has an older brother, John, and a younger sister, Chelsea, who is 17. His parents did not accept him being gay at all. When he came out, things went badly. He moved as far away from them as possible and has kept minimal contact ever since. The only reason he stayed in touch was to keep an eye on his sister. Now to what happened. I work as a CNA and do long night shifts. Michael currently works part-time after losing his job during the pandemic. I came home after a long night at work and found Chelsea sitting on our couch with a cup of tea. Michael was sitting across from her. I asked why she was here. She's supposed to be 3 states away. She told me her parents kicked her out. When I asked why, she said it was because she's pregnant. The baby's father doesn't want to be involved. Her parents' plan was for her to wait until she turns 18 and then marry him anyway. Chelsea didn't want that, so they told her to leave. Michael listened quietly while she explained everything. I could tell he was already forming a plan. He pulled me aside and said, "We should raise the baby." I immediately said no. I told him we can't raise a baby, and more importantly, I don't want children. They're just not something I ever wanted. Now Michael is upset with me. He says he wants to help his sister, that she has nowhere else to go. Chelsea hasn't really reacted much either way. She's mostly just asked if she can stay with us for a while until she can get her own place. I don't mind that part, but raising a baby is a completely different conversation. And now I'm wondering, am I wrong for refusing to raise my husband's sister's baby? Or is it fair to draw a hard line about something I never wanted?